So what is up, Africana fam? In today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to change your closure wig from looking extremely unnatural to it looking like your scalp, okay? I'm going to show you guys how to make this super natural, how to bleach your knots, how to pluck them, and also how to define your curls. So if you want to see how I achieve this entire look from start to finish, then keep on watching. So to bleach the knots, you're going to need a mixer bowl and a little whisk that I have. I got this off of Amazon. You're going to need your Clairol 30 volume developer and also your Clairol BW2. So I'm only going to go ahead and just use one scoop. I use one full scoop and then use about like 3/4 of the scooper to pour my developer inside. And then I'm going to go ahead and pour it inside the bleach and mix the two with the whisk. It could get a little messy, so please put on some gloves. I didn't have any gloves, so I just, raw dogged this entire situation. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and whisk it until I get this nice, even consistency. You wanna make sure that when you shake it, it does not drop. As y'all can see, it is not budging at all. So this hair is sponsored from Kisslove Hair. I have their 5x5 HD lace Jerry curly wave wig in 30 inches. The density is 180%, so this hair is super thick. So to prep this hair for the bleach, I'm gonna go ahead and use my hot comb on the hottest setting. I want to make sure that all of the hairline hairs are pushed back. You want to make sure that they are pushed back and not falling to the side or anything. And I'm now using a plastic knife to apply the bleach onto the lace. And I like to start where the beginning of the hairline starts at, just so that could last the longest or that can bleach the longest. And I'm just applying that with a very, very gentle hand. You don't want to push the bleach in, because then it could cause the bleach to actually leak through the hair and then end up getting on the roots. And you do not want that at all. And once I'm done with this, I let this sit for about 45 minutes. The knots did turn a nice brown pretty fast. So I let it sit for about 45 minutes, and I'm now going to go ahead and wash it off. So right now I'm just rinsing off the bleach. Want to make sure that all the bleach is removed from the lace before applying any shampoo or blue shampoo, just so that the bleaching process can actually stop. So I'm using some hot water just to stop the bleaching process and remove any excess bleach that I have on the lace. And I'm using my Joico blue shampoo. You could get this off of Amazon. I'm going to apply this all over the lace just to cancel out any of the brassiness inside of the closure. And I let this sit for about 10 minutes. And once the 10 minutes is up, I'm going to go ahead and rinse off that shampoo, and I'm going to shampoo the rest of the hair off camera. Alright y'all, so I have my hair parted in the middle part already. This is where I want it to be parted at. And now on to plucking that hairline so it can look nice and natural. So I'm going to go ahead and use my hot comb on the hottest setting. And before the plucking method, I like to just push the hair back and let it be flat, so I can see exactly what I'm working with, how the density in front of the hairline is looking once it is flat down. You can't really see it when it's risen up or, just kind of all over the place, like how the other side looks like. But once you have it pushed back with that hot comb, you can see exactly what you need to pluck and what you do not need to pluck. So as you guys can see, the hairline is pre-plucked. It still needs a little bit more plucking if you're trying to get that frontal effect on the closure, but nevertheless you can still wear it like this. My rule of thumb is I don't like plucking off too much anyways, because the hair sheds over time and you do not want to have a balding closure. All right, but I'm gonna go ahead and just carve out those baby hairs, or like the front row where it is less dense. I don't want to pluck that area out because it is already sparse as it is, and I don't want it to be bald. So I'm just going to remove those and then just get to the dense areas. I'm going to work on one side at a time once I remove the front of the hair. And I do like to pluck when the hair is wet, so I'm going in with my Erica J Fluff Stuff mousse just to kind of wet the hair a little bit. And now on to plucking. So I'm using my Revlon tweezers, and you want to make sure that the tweezers is slant down. So you want to make sure that the slant is against the lace and not the opposite way. You do not want to puncture holes. And right now what I'm doing is I am plucking behind the hairline, and I'm plucking sporadically. I'm not plucking in the same place. So pretty much wherever you see that it is still kind of like, you know, dense, I like to go in those areas and just, you know, pluck in different areas in that section. And then I'm going to use my comb and then just comb it out. And then once you see that that area is nice and less dense, I'm going to go ahead and cut out another section and then go behind that section to pluck some more. And this would just help give that receding illusion, in a good way of receding, not in a bad way. But yeah, you want to give that gradient from, like, you know, from sparse to thick. So again, you're just going to make sure you pluck in different areas. As you guys can see, that hairline area is starting to thin out. And you want to make sure that you don't really touch the middle part area. I know, especially because sometimes you want to repart your hair, and if you end up plucking near the middle part area, the middle part can end up looking bald, and you do not want that. So I just try to avoid the middle part area. But right now, to check my work, I'm just going to go ahead and just comb the hair back. As you guys can see, this looks way better than how it looked like beforehand. Y'all can see that it gives more of a natural looking scalp effect. And, you know, to make sure that, you know, the work is done right, I'm going to go back in with my hot comb and press it down just to see exactly what we're working with. And it looks good. This is how this side looks like while it's worked on versus the other one where it's not. And we're just going to do the same thing on the exact opposite side. And again, you just want to make sure you tackle the areas that are pretty dense. Avoid the middle part area as much as possible. And then once that's done, I'm going to go ahead and use the hot comb just to press that hairline back. And this is the result. As you guys can see, the before and after, you can see like it's night and day. It just looks great, y'all. Alright, so on to actually installing this bad boy onto my head. I already went ahead and tinted the lace off camera with my secret lace tint. But yeah, so right now what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to cut off the lace. I like to cut in the middle and then use my eyebrow razor just to cut off the excess lace. And I apologize for my camera being off focus. That was super annoying. But yes. After I'm done with that, I'm going to go ahead and now start carving out my baby hairs. I do want baby hairs all across my forehead because I'm just that extra. You can totally skip this step if you want to and just leave it as is, but I definitely did want some baby hairs because I feel like baby hairs and curly hair just go hand in hand. Like, it just gives it that nice look. So right now what I did is I kind of separated my baby hairs in 3 sections. I have the middle and the 2 tendril areas, and for the middle part I did cut it shorter than the 2 sides. The sides are a bit longer, so I would say the middle is about 1 inch and the sides are about 1.5 inches. And I'm just using my eyebrow razor just to cut it off. And I'm now going in with my T-Vicks flat iron and I'm going to curl my baby hairs. For the middle one, I'm curling it upwards. And then for the ones on the sides, I am curling it, downwards. Don't ask me why I did this. I just feel like this kind of made sense, and I feel like it did, I guess. But you can curl it all upward or all downwards. But I think I did this just so I could signify what's the middle and what's the sides. I think that's why. So yeah, I just want to make sure y'all are curling it extremely tight. And now to soothe the baby hairs, I'm going to use my Erica J Fluff Stuff Mousse, and I am now going to apply some of it on the hairline. And then use my baby hair comb just to swoop my baby hairs. And again, you just kind of want to swoop, hold, and play around with it. Y'all not going to get like the baby hairs perfect on the first try, because I definitely had to play around a lot in order for it to get to where I wanted it to. So yeah, just keep on swooping it till it falls into place for you. Now I went ahead and did my makeup off camera, and I'm just fixing up my part because I did get some, leakage of the bleach onto the roots, but that was okay. I'm using my Clairol root touch up in the color dark brown, and I'm just touching up those roots so that part looks nice and tight. Now on to defining these curls, y'all see how luscious this hair look. I went ahead and wet this hair off camera. As y'all can see, this is just water by itself and it is still wet. But to define these curls, I'm using my Nairobi setting lotion, and I'm just gonna go ahead and pump some on my hair. Use my fingers just to kind of finger comb them through, and then I'm going to use my little fake Denman brush from the beauty supply store, and I'm going to curl the hair with it. I'm gonna brush and curl the hair with it. So my method is, I like to pretty much use the brush going straight down, and then towards the ending of the curls I like to curl it away or towards myself. So you guys are going to see how I do that. So as you guys can see, I comb straight down. I do want to make sure that the product is distributed evenly into the hair first before I start, curling it downwards. So as you guys can see, I comb it straight, and then I kind of flip it. I kind of flip my wrist at the end of it just to make sure that those curls at the end get defined. I feel like, curls look so good when it has those little ringlets at the bottom. So if you're definitely looking for that ringlet type of vibe, go ahead and comb straight down and then curl at the ends. And y'all, one thing I would definitely say about this curly hair barely shedded, y'all, barely, and it does not tangle at all. Y'all see those ringlets though? Those ringlets is popping, okay? And I'm just gonna go ahead and follow that same speed on the other side. Y'all see what's going on versus the other side. And again, you just want to work that throughout the entire hair. But once I'm done with that, I'm now going to go ahead and brush out my baby hairs, because I do like my baby hairs to be nice and fluffy. We love a good fluffy baby hair. And these are the finished results. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe to my channel if you have not. Go ahead and click that bell to get notified when I drop videos. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.